What's up, Nuxies? Welcome to another podcast. I got another local comedian, Adam Grose, on the pod.
Hello.
He's one of my favorite locals, as well as the other guys on the pod too. But yeah, why don't you explain yourself? That's what I'm going to call this portion. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself? All right.
I think I yelled that at Jesse.
First of all, I'm very sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I've been doing comedy in Sudbury for about 2 years. About 2 years. I've always wanted to. 2 years ago, I decided to just go for it. One of the other comedians here in town said, like, you're funny and you should. And I had written stuff through college, probably 2003 to 2006. I wrote acts, but I never did anything with them.
I hear you.
And about 2 years ago, Leslie, another one of the local comedians, was. I used to work with her a long time ago. And
that's cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
she's awesome.
She is awesome. She's really encouraging too. So she asked me to do comedy. She said, "You were funny. You should do it." And I said, "Hey."
You were at my music concert that she was at a few years ago, right?
Yeah. I bought a mug from you.
Yeah.
I still have it.
She bought a mug too.
Well, it wasn't dishwasher safe, but it's still, like, it didn't fall apart.
Yeah. I'm gonna get them made differently next time.
It still works. Like, still holds liquid.
Yeah.
Your logo's still on there.
That's awesome.
So anyway, it was about 2 years ago. She told me to do comedy, and I did, and it's taken off, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I used to work with her, and of course, I would fuck around at work, so she thought I was funny.
Yeah.
But I did actually go back through the stuff that I wrote in college.
Yeah.
And it was trash. It wasn't funny. It was all crap. I was just a drunken college student.
That's funny. Yeah. Didn't she throw her panties on stage when I did my song Panties? Or did she bring an extra pair of panties just to throw them on stage?
I don't imagine, unless she knows your song.
It was the first
I don't remember her taking
the
panties off. I would have remembered
She had to have brought an extra pair of panties for that. Thank you, Leslie.
Did she? She knew you were going to do that song, and she's like, I got an idea.
I don't know. I think Rylan told her to do it.
Maybe they were Rylan's panties.
They were Rylan's panties. Rylan, thanks for throwing your panties on stage.
No, it was a good show. You got some funny songs, by the way. Your mug still working?
Yeah, that's awesome. I have one too. I'm gonna try and use them on the pod.
What, mugs?
Yeah, I'm gonna, instead of bottles, we'll have 40s and we'll just fill the mugs up.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
With like Old English. Yeah.
You'll supply it though, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I've known you for
probably almost a
damn
year.
Near 2 years. No, it's getting close to 2 years.
Yeah, man. Seeing each other at open mics and stuff.
I could never nail this guy down. I really couldn't. I didn't know what his story was. He's got an incredibly unique personality, and I was looking at him going, I don't know what to think of this dude. I didn't dislike you by any means, but I wasn't quite sure how to take you. You're very kind-hearted and whatnot. You don't see that in comedy very often. Most people are jaded assholes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of refreshing, to be honest.
I hear you. Well, I mean, it's the only way to be. Just be real and genuine, right? And
that's true.
Keep the comedy scene alive.
It's true. The only problem with real and genuine is when people are real and genuine, they're usually dicks, and you're not.
Yeah.
Well, big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I can be a dick.
We all can. We all can.
So, thanks for having me on.
Anytime, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's gonna be a good pod. Follow him on TikTok.
TikTok.
That TikTok you sent me was pretty funny.
Like I said, Adam Grose. That's my TikTok handle.
And when you're walking around and going on about it, it's like
it's like I'm just on a rant.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then by the end of it, it's like, okay, that was like.
I try not to make them too long.
Like you're like just like the ending was like, okay, I didn't see that coming. Like that was just like,
That's kind of my
oh my goodness, yeah, exactly.
You're invested in the conversation. You're like, where the fuck would he be going with this
Yeah,
weird topic?
exactly.
Yeah.
But it works. It's so funny.
I've loved it. I was very staunchly against TikTok for a long time, and only recently I decided to give it a shot because I kind of always wanted to do like sketch comedy, like Saturday Night Live. Sort of, you come up with a premise and then you actually do. TikTok makes making videos fast and easy.
Yeah,
you're not mega professional, but to edit something that really has good flow, TikTok is incredible.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to like think of different TikTok ideas.
Yeah, well,
I've got this one with I don't really want to spoil it on the pod, but screw it. I'm gonna have like a bag of mini eggs, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fry some of these up for breakfast. The next clip is gonna be my smoke detector going off.
I like it. Yeah, I like that. I got some ideas with sex dolls and all kinds of crap. Yeah, it's a good. Just keep your eye open for it. One of these days, I'm gonna find some girl who is willing to make a fool of herself, and we'll make it.
You're gonna make it happen, eh?
Yeah. Sooner or later. I'm really enjoying it though. Seriously, I always thought the idea of making sketch comedy would be it's quite daunting because of the editing. I don't mind coming up with a good idea and filming it. That part's fun and easy, but the editing is a lot of work.
Yeah.
TikTok lets you. I have one video. It's a minute long, and typically if I was editing that, it would take me 3 hours for a minute's worth of video. From start to finish. I did it in half an hour.
Yeah, on the phone. I mean, on your phone.
My phone. Yeah, I got a tripod. Set the camera up, hit record, go around, do my thing, and it's super easy to trim the clips like as you go. So when you're done filming, basically you're almost pretty well done editing too. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hate TikTok.
Well, I just filmed like a basketball TikTok / like advice or whatever vlog, and I did like 2 shots of each idea, and I was so annoyed at that idea, but at the same time, it's like the clips are too. Like the camera's too close to crop it to make it YouTube shape or whatever, right?
You had
and then like
vertical instead of horizontal.
Yeah. So we did shots of both, so that like.
You could do both. Like,
yeah, we did both.
2 different videos.
Yeah, so we filmed it like that, and then like that, and like it's just stupid shit. Like I'm talking about like sometimes you just gotta shoot your shot, and make your dreams happen, and I do a layup or whatever.
Did it actually go in?
No, and I'm like, sometimes you'll make it, sometimes you miss. I'm like, well, awesome. That time I missed or whatever, and then like, I shoot again, I'm like, if you miss, you gotta take a shot of Jack Daniels.
So that video ended really well then, obviously.
I don't know.
I remember it yet, but in grade...
I'm getting into different TikTok concepts.
It was grade 8. I was really good at free throw competition with the basketball.
Yeah.
I was really good, and I was not good at very much of anything. So when I realized I was good at the free throw, I took it quite seriously because like I wasn't popular. People made fun of me. I was pretty low on the social ladder. Yeah. But I found out I was good at free throw, so I put effort into it. And when I lost and didn't move on to like the multiple school whatever championship, I legit, this is grade 8, I was too old for this. I fucking started crying. I had to run out because I thought to myself, this was the only thing I've ever been good at that people actually want me to partake in, and oh my god. So anyway, that didn't help me.
I hear you. I've been there. I've had situations like that for sure.
Kids are cruel. My last name's Grose, by the way. It's spelled Grose.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Your comedy's gross.
It is.
I'm joking.
It is. Yeah, no, you're not
Gene?
wrong. Uncle Gene. Yeah, that's a good one too. Uncle Gene.
And you begin it so subtly. Has anybody ever been to Body World?
Yeah. Oh man, I have. There's that one because not a lot of people have been to Body World, so not very many people say yes. So then I, of course, have to explain it. But there's the other joke I have about Tim Sauce. Do you remember that one? Tim Hortons in Canada. Okay. They used to anyway, and I swear to God this was a real thing. they had their secret sauce, which they called Tim sauce. But I swear they only had it for like 2 weeks because they realized how fucking gross it sounds.
Yeah.
They did have it. Anyway, I wrote a joke about it, and, you know, the punchline was basically the fact that it was called Tim sauce. You know, I go in, I order a sandwich, and the girl says, "Do you want Tim sauce?" And I said, nah, you tell Tim he can take a break. You know, that's... Tim's in the back, just fucking giving her a go.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Tim's in the back, giving her a go. But the problem is, whenever I do it on stage, nobody remembers Tim sauce actually existing. So they don't believe me. You know what I mean? It's like you just made that up for the sake of the joke, but I didn't. I had one person in my entire history on stage say, "Oh, I fucking remember that. I used to work there," and it was amazing just to have somebody finally verify that I'm not just a fucking jerk making it up.
That's true. Yeah, people are so quick to assume.
Yeah,
if they don't understand the joke.
They would be. Yeah, if they don't understand the joke, they think
They
it's a bad
would be.
joke. They think it's a bad joke if they don't understand it. But the problem is, you're just stupid.
Yeah.
That's not true. They're not stupid. Sometimes jokes can go over people's heads.
Yeah.
I don't know how to bring it up, but I'm going to do it anyway. I brought Josh to the strip club. I'm good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know how to bring it up. I just wanted to say.
I was gonna bring it up too. But let's get into that.
We decided after a show to go to the strip club. You could. I mean, it's your. You tell them this.
There's an open mic at Nowhere. Me and Dan invited you. We were still chilling at the end. We were having a pretty good night, so he was going to the strip club, so he invited me. And you want me to tell it?
Yeah, go for it.
So we're in like the front row, like right in front.
Just for context, I know of him. He's a nice guy.
I don't go to the
I
club.
don't know him that
I don't go to the
well.
strip club.
Well, that's exactly. I didn't realize that. I just thought, well, I'm going to the strip club. I assume he's going to come with us, right? Which is fine. That's why I invited you. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Like,
nice guy. Really, just a genuine.
Like, I don't really go to the strip club maybe once a year. If I'm dating, I don't really go. But, like...
Them's the rules.
It's just how I feel. I don't really need to if I'm dating. And even if I'm not, it's
what
like...
if she's flat-chested?
I don't really care.
Yeah,
So...
it's fair. Good for you. You're a loving man.
So... We go to the strip club, we're in the front row. The first stripper that goes up comes up to me and says, "I remember you from Bible camp."
I fucking laughed. We were in the middle of the street. I fucking laughed so goddamn loud.
In the front row.
Of all the people. First of all, Bible camp guy is in the front row of the strip club. That's funny. And then a fucking stripper, sure enough. We're both fucking Bible camp. We're both a couple of Bible thumpers at the strip club. Here's my titties. Funny.
And we chatted after too, but like, I don't know if I really want her number. But like, if she wants to be friends, I mean, I'm down to hang out. Yeah. But like, she seemed pretty chill back in the day.
She was actually.
And she seemed cool, yeah.
Like at the strip club.
Yeah, that too.
I didn't tell you this, but I got a lap dance not long after that.
From her?
No. Well,
was it from her?
No, it wasn't from her because I had a conversation. Shit, unless it was, and I was trying.
I wanted to get a dance from her, but that other girl who recognized me started talking to me and then offered me one.
I got a lap dance from this other.
And I thought it was going to be better than it was.
You got to go 3 songs before they get totally naked, man.
Yeah, I know that now.
Unless you say,
I don't really need that. Unless you tell them what.
Are you dating somebody right now?
No. You want to go to the strip club tonight?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, let's do that. I got a lap dance from another stripper. Not long after that, and I couldn't stop laughing about the whole situation. Oh, from Bible camp. It's fucking
Bible camp, yeah.
She was flapping around the fucking pole, and and she comes up and sees them.
She was like,
we're in perverts row, right up to the stage,
flopping her cheeks on the stage,
not
the stage floor,
and then I know you from Bible camp. It's fucking funny. Anyway, I got this.
Come over for Bible study.
I got the lap dance time. What was that anyway? What kind of cheddar or something? Family Best? I have no idea. Where do you even buy those? Never even heard of that.
Corner store.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta finish this. I got a lap dance from this stripper, and I couldn't stop. I said, "Did you hear? Did you hear me laughing? Because it was loud." My glad, he's here, and the one of the stripper that was on stage came up and said, "I know you're from Bible camp," and I thought it was fucking hilarious. And she said, "Oh yeah, we all know about it." I guess they were talking about the back.
That's amazing.
Bible camp thing, yeah. Oh. Anyway, I gotta bring you to the strip club more often because when they think you're wholesome, they do more disgusting stuff.
You think so? I just had to plug my phone in.
Yeah. You want to know? This is another tip. Comedy is not my day job. I am a photographer.
Yeah. I remember I was working a job. You showed up and you were like, "I'm here to take photos," and I'm like, "No way, you're from the open mic."
What job was it?
Like last year or whatever. It was a construction job.
Construction.
Like demolition.
Oh my God! Were you in a house? One of a house like? Renovated?
Yeah, and I was like,
No!
I remember you from comedy. You're gonna be at the open mic tonight, and you were like, "Yeah."
I don't. I now that you said it, I remember you. I
was helping cool. Gut the place or whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Are you doing more work for them at all, or?
Not right now.
SID. Wow. That's funny. No, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Anyway, if you want a tip, you go to the strip club, you tell the strippers you're a photographer. They will take everything off immediately and say, "I need new photos."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, it's like a cheat code for the strip
I'm
club.
actually starting knuckles photography. It's kind of amateur, but I've done a few shoots and they've done pretty good.
You should make
it's
your
like
pictures, let's get knuckle deep,
Yeah, the chicks love the knuckle.
No.
I'm not talking about fisting. That's disgusting.
Neither am I. You just go knuckle deep. Just
knuckles on the clitoris. They like it.
Unless I said elbow deep.
What?
Fisting would be elbow
Unless
deep.
they say elbow deep. That's gross. But what it is you use the knuckles. Well, you're.
What do you mean? Like you kind of.
I'm not giving away my secret.
That's fair.
But the ladies love it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Bible camp girls?
I wouldn't know, but maybe one day I can find out. I'm just gonna check
It was funny.
the angle. I think I moved it when I plugged my phone in. No, it's perfect. Yeah, it's a stripper. But
Oh, you moved it again? So stripper, kabang!
my dog's in my way. That's why. Millie, can you move? Can you move? Good girl. There we go. The Bible camp strippers, man. Like, there's probably more out there, and we gotta find them.
Well, that's
why
why
we're gonna go to the strip club tonight, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you want.
No, I want to. I like tits. I just got to think about spending money. But yeah, fuck it.
Well,
money comes easily.
I don't need a dance. I can just sit in the front row with you.
Buy a couple beers. I had a photography client, and she was nuts. Nice woman, but she was nuts. She wanted everything to be cream colored for everything. She bought something called the first year package. She had a kid. Yeah. And she was wonderful. Her kid was lovely, but this woman was a little bit nuts.
Yeah. Did
She
she have the crazy eyes or no?
Oh, she did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She hid them behind glasses for the most part.
She hid them behind glasses?
But she wanted cream colors for everything. And again, nice woman, in case you ever see this, I'm not saying anything bad against you, but you apologized profusely while you were doing it anyway, so I mean, you know.
Yeah, I can apologize because it's just going on my channel. If
So
I meet her.
She was like a dictator. She wanted everything just so. And she was constantly on the set trying to get her kid's hair perfect and all that. It was really difficult. And her husband knew she was difficult in these shoots. I had 5 shoots, 5 different ones, and they were all quite involved. Anyway, her husband worked at the strip club. Same strip club. I went in there once and he saw me and dude bought me a beer. He says, "I'm so sorry." That was it. Bartender buying you beers at the strip club because his wife's nuts. I didn't.
That's funny.
Yeah. That was the same night my brother was doing a bachelor party and some guy got stabbed in the face next to him.
Oh my god. That's
I took a
scary.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even there. My brother just, like, came up and said some dude just got stabbed in the fucking face. So you still want to go to the strip club, though, right?
if you're going, I'll take along, I guess.
All right. If anybody's going to stab faces, I'll jump between you and the knife.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I got a bad ankle right now. I hurt my ankle somehow last week. And then I realized it was sore, and then I think I processed how I think I stood on it wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
But what I did last night is I was trying somebody's skateboard, and I wiped out and like twisted my ankle again. So yeah, if anything happens, I'm gonna need to if we got to run or anything, I'm gonna need you to pull me. I'm just
Yeah, all right.
I'm just
I'll
kidding.
bring a wagon.
I'll bring a cane or some crutches.
A little red
or-
wagon to the strip club.
I'm just kidding. I can walk and stuff. It's just kind of sore.
That's fine.
But I wiped out on the same ankle. I'm supposed to get a tattoo on that calf. And I'm like, no, I should wait a bit because I'm sore, yeah. But it should be okay.
I had a motorcycle accident and my left arm was kind of more or less paralyzed. And I've never gotten a tattoo before, but I ended up getting a bunch of, I don't know if you can see those, I got a bunch of Mario tattoos. And the only reason I decided to do it, well, two reasons. One, I wanted the one-up mushroom because really it was a motorcycle accident. I should be dead. But two, I have no feelings. So who cares?
Yeah. That's true. You can show them closer to the camera if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good idea. On account of it's friggin' Mario.
Yeah.
And anybody who says that's not a cool tattoo is nobody I want to know.
Yeah. Mario is cool.
Right?
You ever play Budsy on Sega?
Bubsy?
Budsy.
Budsy. On Sega Genesis? Bud? Like with a
Budsy,
D?
yeah.
Never heard of it.
I'm not sure, but I think it's like a rabbit, and it's like Mario. It's similar to Mario.
You sure it's not Bubsy?
It's a similar concept. Bubsy?
Bubsy?
It could be.
Was he kind of orangey colored?
Sort of, but maybe more like a beige. I'm not sure.
Kind of cartoony, some kind of an animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Bubsy.
It could be. Now that you're saying it like that, I see the B. The BSY. Yeah.
I haven't played much video games.
My dog wants to be on the pod again.
Yeah.
You want some?
No, I'm good. I probably get something before the show tonight.
Yeah. You looking forward to it?
Yeah. The Cabbage and I have a bit of a thing going on. I don't think he's very happy with me these days.
Okay. There's Shane DuPont's on the lineup. I like him.
Oh!
Oh
yeah.
Who
Good.
else is
I actually,
it?
I'll go.
Dan Hickey's on the lineup too.
I'll go just to talk to Shane. Shane's a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I grab a beer?
Yeah. Grab a beer.
Be right back.
Can I have one too?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So he's gonna grab a beer. I want to say this weekend I'm not hosting at the beach. There's a walk or some sort of event for purpose, so I don't want to disturb it. But next Sunday I'll be at the beach. So like I said, I don't want to disturb the event. It's for purpose, and I don't want to. I support what they're doing, and I don't want to disturb people walking if they're walking for a cause. So I'm not going to host this weekend at the beach. But next Sunday, I'll see you there. Yeah.
What are you hosting? Is it a comedy? Comedy show? What are you hosting?
Open mic.
At the beach?
Yeah.
Bell Park? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better sound equipment and stuff, and Dan Hickey's looking into hosting an open mic, and he wants me to do sound, so I'm going to need better gear anyway, so.
That's cool.
Because I just have my karaoke mic, but I can't turn off the reverb, and the reverb just sounds like, I was going to tell people that it just sounds like the echo of the park, but it's a little bit more.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. So yeah, so I got an amp, and I'm gonna try to get a new mic, and then I'm not sure if my mixer works to plug into a PA, but I'm gonna figure it out. We need some sound equipment to host open mics.
What are you asking them? Donate.
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not asking for donations, but
I am. I want to do more stuff in Sudbury, and there's not a lot going on. So
if you donate, he'll sign up to the open mic.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll host more too.
Oh, what?
And you'll host more too, because you hosted.
Oh yes, I'm hosting a show in Espanola. Actually, yeah, no, we're.
What do you got going on? Tell the audience about your upcoming events.
I suppose you could say I've started a bit of a comedy. I don't want to call it a company just yet, but I've got a name, I've got a logo, I've got marketing, and I've got the basics down. But we've essentially started running our own shows, and when I say we, I mean Leslie, Lynn, and myself. We've managed to secure some pretty great infrastructure all across Canada.
I didn't know you two were working together on it. That's cool.
Leslie does more of the... Thank you. Yeah. Leslie does more of the actual work. I just sort of...
Do you like the graphic designing?
Well, yeah, I made the logo.
The office type work for it, right?
Oh, not even.
Or
not the office. No.
Not the office, but the marketing and...
Well, the whole thing, I shouldn't say the whole thing.
How do I say it?
Idea.
Like you got the logo, you made the logo and stuff like that.
I did make the logo, yeah. I don't want to say the whole thing was my idea, but the idea behind, like, we do that with the Elks Club in Sudbury, and...
That's in Sudbury?
Sorry, Espanola. So about 45 minutes outside of Sudbury.
Yeah, I don't have a car, so I haven't been able to make it out, but I want to go.
We'll get you there. Anyway, I believe we have access to every Elks Club across Canada now. Right? So, not specifically, I'm not saying we can do tours across Canada, although we could. But the point is, if a comedian wants to come to us and have a venue, if they decide to do a cross-Canada tour, we have venues. It's like, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but this could be big. This could be something that could upset the entire Canadian industry. Yak Yaks has a stranglehold on all of comedy in Canada. Mm-hmm. And nobody has the capability to compete with them. So
yeah, I don't know. Like I've heard mixed things about Yak Yaks, but I'm not like gonna form an opinion because I don't know anything, right?
Well, I know a little, and I can tell you they are not very conducive to Canadian comedy. Despite what you might think, considering they are the Canadian comedy company. But that's the problem. They're the only Canadian comedy company. They have no... they have no drive to push the industry. Because they have a control of the whole thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, like, it's the same with a lot of arts, like music and stuff. Like, for example, labels, it's like they'll help you with all these things, but it's like if you put in the groundwork and figure out how to do those things, you don't necessarily need the label or the company, right? I don't know, I just feel like if they're dominating and not doing the right things, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like this similar with labels and...
Well, it's ripe territory to do things differently and probably get a big following because the fact that you're doing things differently, because there's nothing out there. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't say nothing. I know if other people have their own projects, obviously you guys are doing great or whatever, but there's nobody who's really on the scale of Yak Yaks, and it's a bummer. Yeah. Because Canada used to be a huge deal in comedy. Huge names. But you know any Canadian comics nowadays? If you do, I'll guarantee you they live in the States. It sucks.
Russell Peters lives in LA, I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, that's what I got going. I'm putting on my own shows. I shouldn't say my own. Our own shows, Leslie and I. And she's been instrumental. She's really the workhorse of the whole thing.
That's cool.
Thing to say. She's the work pony, work unicorn. She's lovely. Whatever she is. She does the majority of the work. I do my show. I help decide who's going to be on shows and whatnot with her, and host.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. I really think comedy is changed a lot of things in my life, to be honest.
Me too. I mean, like, comedy is the only thing that gets me high.
Yeah, right? I get it. Yeah. I mean, cocaine too, but...
No.
I'm not just kidding. Comedy really does. This is the first time in my whole life comedy seems to be the one thing where I can say, I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get your laughs, right? If you get laughs, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing and I can do it. I feel confident that I can do it. There's nothing like it. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. My dog's there. I almost forgot. Yeah, it's great, and yeah, and like the audience does fade in and out, but like I don't know, it's great when there's like tables or people who get the jokes, where there's like the people who are talking, and then there's people who are listening, and it's like, you guys got it, okay. The 5 of you guys are making this worth it.
You only need a few, yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody in the room wasn't paying attention, it would be something. But as long as there's a few people who aren't talking to each other, just looking at you, they're there to watch you.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
As few as there may be sometimes. Sudbury doesn't have a giant comedy industry.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, we're all gonna make it happen, all the comedians.
Mm-hmm. Sooner or later.
Yeah, like I said, Dan Hickey's talking about hosting an open mic as well, so I'm gonna help him out with that, and then
you know what you haven't done in a long
stuff.
time is gone to a show with your guitar and done music. I haven't seen you do that in a while.
Yeah, I did. I brought it to the beach last summer with Dad Bod. I got Dad Bod to come through to the beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dad Bod, the storyteller.
Yeah.
So he, you were at his open mic, eh?
Was it? When?
With Dan?
Open mic, how long
I know
was
where. Right?
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, he was hosting it.
Wait. Was he?
Yeah, he was, dude. That was him.
Oh my god,
And,
I'm not gonna, let me just, I was in a motorcycle accident. I've got a terrible, terrible memory. It's bad.
But he came through whenever, I played a few songs, and then at the open mics that he's doing at Nowhere, I've been using his guitar. I gotta get my guitar fixed. I named my guitars after black girls.
Okay.
I've got Ebony Star, because there's stars on the fretboard, and then Raven from That's So Raven.
Okay.
Is the one that plugs into it plugs in, right? So I need to get Raven fixed.
Yeah.
I was trying to pull up a YouTube video, and I let go, and I don't have strap locks, so it just fell, and the Raven broke her neck.
Damn.
So I gotta get her neck fixed, but and then I can start doing more shows. But I'm actually working on hosting an Ask a Punk, Ask a Hipster type show. Bring your own beer, bring your own weed.
What is that?
It's
what do you do there?
Well, we're just gonna have a campfire or backyard fire and play some music.
Oh, what's the asking part? Is that?
Huh?
Is that comedy related? I don't.
The what? Oh,
Ask a punk,
because
ask
it's in my buddy's backyard. Ask a stripper.
Ask a stripper. That's a good idea.
So it's like, you know how like the punks will have punk shows, and it's like ask a punk for the address.
Oh, I understand.
So that's kind of like what I'm saying with ask a punk, ask a hipster, because
Okay.
it's like some indie folk type music.
I thought it was like
And then I'll probably do some comedy songs too, but I'm writing more serious stuff right now. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
When are you going to the beach?
next Sunday. Not this Sunday. There's a walk for a cause that
Do me a favor and message me closer to. I wouldn't.
You'll come
that
through
Sunday.
to the
I
beach?
might, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe.
Cool.
I mean, we'll see how many kids there are there. My comedy's not good for that.
Yeah, well, I hear you.
Huh. Yeah, that's cool.
I hear
On the
ya.
beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Cheers.
cheers again, my friend. The shows at the Elks, I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've shared them and said, like, go see my comedy homies. Like,
Yeah, appreciate that.
I hope I hope some people, like, I don't know if I know anybody in Espanola, but Hopefully.
I grew up there. I know lots. Yeah.
Hopefully people have seen it and were like, hey, I'm nearby, let's check it out.
They did on the first show,
Yeah.
and word of mouth spread. The second show,
From people sharing it, yeah?
yeah, the second show, I think the second show was at least as good. We had the same, I think, pretty close to the same turnout.
Yeah.
But the hope is, of course, we'll snowball and it'll get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm like the comedy scene in general, like there's a lot of really funny comedians and there's a lot of like positive energy going around. Like
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what happens in the next little while.
things were picking up before the lockdowns, the COVID business.
Yeah.
Things were picking up and things were looking really good, but then COVID obviously happened. I had just kind of started getting into comedy, and then of course, what do you do, right? Stay home, do comedy? No, can't do that. I feel like right now is probably, like, I feel like that's where I was before the lockdowns. I was gearing up, things were working out, lockdowns happened, and everything was just done. I feel like I've kind of gotten back to where I was pre-lockdown as far as my plans and my feelings about it all. And
I hear you.
yeah,
That's cool.
big things.
Yeah. I kind of feel, like I'm ready to go out and send it and do pranks, but like, because the mask restrictions are lifted and it's a lot easier to get reactions and stuff. But then
like viewable, their face going
yeah, but then it's like, do I need to sneak into college campuses and stuff, or like, I gotta figure out locations and stuff. I actually have some pranks to do with like mailing stuff.
Mailing?
Like not mailing stuff to people. Like I'm just gonna show up to mail something and they're gonna be confused. Like you're not supposed to mail this, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the ideas, but
fair.
it's gonna be funny.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got a bunch of onion ring on my hands.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna grab some sanitizer really quick. But strip club tonight after comedy.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. We're gonna watch Kevin's show. It'd be nice to see Shane. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, when you get back, you're gonna have to carry it for a minute. I gotta pee again.
Yeah? Okay, I'll carry it.
Just be a second.
So like I was saying, me and Dan Hickey Comedy needs your help. We're trying to host more open mics. He wants me to do sound. We need to get some better gear. We're gonna look into renting the gear, but if somebody can shoot me a DM or shoot him a DM, we're hosting more open mics. More of the comedians are getting in on it, and we're all gonna host. We're all gonna host. We're all gonna start our own open mics, and you're just gonna show up and laugh and enjoy it because that was the plan, you know? My mustache is itchy. I've got sour cream and onion rings all in my mustache. This is bad. It's so itchy. I got a bunch of sour cream and onion rings in my mustache, dude.
Where'd I put my beer?
Over there?
On the table next to me. That's a good spot for it.
Yeah. I got it on my nose too because I was scratching the roof of my nose or the sides with the onion rings on it. And this is weird. Now my cheeks too are itchy from it.
You allergic to them?
No, I just got the onion ring powder.
And it makes you itch?
Well, I'm just not used to having stuff on my face. Yeah, man. So the Elks Club, that's pretty legendary. Do they also like host concerts or just comedy?
I mean, they probably would. I don't know of any myself, but it's a big enough venue. For anybody who doesn't know what the Elks Club is, it's sort of like the Lions Club or the Legion or something like that. They have a hall.
Cool.
And COVID kind of made them hard up for cash, so it was pretty easy to approach them and say, hey, we've got some entertainment.
Yeah.
Ticket sales for us, bar sales for you, and it was a pretty good.
That's cool.
Pretty good setup.
That sounds like Liquor and Whores by Bubbles.
And Whores.
I was drinking down at the Legion.
Those guys are good. I much like TikTok, it took me a long time to get into them.
I like the EDM remix of Liquor and Whores.
Never heard it.
That's pretty good.
It took me a long time. I didn't care for the comedy, but at the time she was my wife, she's my ex-wife now, but she loved it, which is weird because I don't know, not that she doesn't have a sense of humor, but it's not all that crass, so she
That's
loved
funny.
Trailer Park Boys, and I couldn't deal. It wasn't my thing for a long time. Anyway, because she loved it, I ended up watching it. I'm glad I did because it was funny.
Yeah.
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I hear ya. I used to watch the series going to bed when I was 17. I'd come home high and then hop in the shower and then go to bed, and I'm watching Trailer Park Boys on my laptop in the dark.
Yeah.
And then when I was tired enough, I would just close it and put it away. But
It's good comedy because it's quite
yeah,
honest, but
and I
also
still
absurd.
have every season up to number 7 and a few of the movies downloaded.
Yeah.
I don't download things anymore because I don't break the law.
That's Robert.
Yeah, that is. So stream my music and don't download it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I don't use
either.
Bandcamp, because you can
It's
name
the
your
worst.
price and put $0.
It's Bandcamp.
Bandcamp is
You can put your music
yeah,
on.
you put your music on it, but you don't get paid for the streams, which sucks. And then people can support you by if they put name your price, so that you can
Don't
buy
do
it for
that.
whatever, and buy the album for whatever, right? If you put $0, you can get it for free. And that's theft too.
Yeah.
But it's legal. I don't
know if it's theft.
When
if
I was
they
on
sign up
Bandcamp,
for
I
it,
didn't
but-
care about that, but
Yeah. Still, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
What is it? Artistic?
stream on Spotify and Apple Music. What is it, Pandora and all the other ones?
I remember
Amazon
Pandora.
Music.
Yeah.
Subscribe to me on
Spotify.
Amazon Music.
I got Spotify myself. I don't have an account where I post anything, but I fucking love Spotify
Yeah.
music. Love it.
Yeah. I was using YouTube Music for a bit, but
Which, by the way, Spotify send them some stuff.
Huh?
I'm doing a good review for Spotify, so
Yeah.
I'll probably start. What's the word? Becoming a sponsor for your podcast now that I said that Spotify's good.
Oh yeah.
Not likely.
Not this one. But
Maybe we'll see.
another pod?
Yeah, maybe the next one they'll see this and they'll be like, "Holy shit, this guy just plugged Spotify. Let's give him some music."
That's funny.
um,
Yeah. So, you grew up in Espanola. Tell me about that.
it sucked. Espanola is it's a town of 5,500 people.
It smells like paper, or it smells
There's a
like
paper
shit.
mill, so yeah, it smells like an ass all day, and small town mentality, right?
Small town syndrome.
There was a lot of shitty people in that town. Obviously not all of them, but my last name is Grose, Grose. You don't grow up with that last name without getting fucking shit on all day long by bullies.
I hear ya.
And that's basically what my impression of that town was. I wasn't a popular kid, and everybody just give me shit all the time. Oh, gross kid was my nickname from a lot of people.
Okay. They had a name for me like that, but not to do with my last name, but...
They called you gross kid just because you were actually gross?
No, I don't even want to say what the name was on the pod. I'll tell you later. But it's it doesn't even make sense.
Kids suck.
I think it comes from, someone said something one time, and they were saying I was doing something that I wasn't, and then I think that's where the name came from. I don't know.
Yeah, it was...
I have no clue.
it was not my favorite time.
In, grade 5.
Grade 5, 6 is the worst. Yeah, grade 6. I remember there was one time I went out for recess.
Grade 4, actually. Yeah,
Grade 3 or 4, yeah. I went out for recess once, and this dude named Richard, who was an asshole. I don't know why. I don't know why he was upset with me, but he decided he needed to fight me. And of course, I was a nobody, so everybody was on Richard's side for some stupid ass reason.
Yeah.
So he starts trying to beat me up, and he's not, it's not like a fist fight, but just sort of pushing around and stuff. Anyway, I got up, I kind of dusted myself off, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't get out because there was a circle around us. Best I could muster back then, I wasn't a comedian back then, but all I could say was, because he's making fun of me, and everybody's laughing away, I was an idiot. All I could muster was, "Shut up, you laughers!" That's it. Fuck's sakes.
That's awesome though, because like you could say that to the audience
I
at your
could.
next show, right?
I should.
I
I called
want
them
to.
a bunch of laughers.
I want to open my next show with I'm gonna go on stage and just start laughing hysterically, and I'll just be like, "All right, thanks, that's my set," and then I'll go into my set.
I don't remember what
I feel like that
comedian
would be
it was.
jokes.
They said,
I feel like it'd be funny because I'm laughing at everybody else, right?
yeah. There was a comedian, I don't remember who it was, but his joke kind of went something along the lines of, it's not funny if somebody's laughing. What was it? It was, he likened something he did to, that's like me going into the audience and tickling an audience member and saying, you laughed, that means I'm funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. That's jokes. Were you there when at Lounge 390 when there was a guy that was talking through like everybody's set? Well, I think I was up second or third, but the guy kept talking and talking. Do you know what I'm talking
You
about?
want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I saw him today.
You know who
on
I'm
a
talking
photography
about?
job that I did.
Oh my goodness! And he kept talking,
He's a
and
physics
during
professor. He's out of his mind.
during my set, he was, or is that the guy who tried to smoke a joint during his set?
And you get kicked out of the bar. You can't.
Yeah, I saw that guy. I saw that guy last night.
Wait,
But
are
I'm
you talking about
a different guy. Yeah, this other older dude was in the crowd, and he's like,
Was he at the bar?
Yeah, he was at 390 one night. I have a
390.
clip dealing with a heckler, and he's talking during somebody else's set. I don't need to name drop them, but he's a really good comedian. But they're talking through his set, and then I go up, and I'm like, now everybody's being quiet. That guy's been talking all night, right? And that's how I begin the clip, is like, that guy's been talking all night, right? And then like I'm trying to tell jokes, and he's like throwing his 2 cents in about the joke, about what I'm saying, instead of figuring out the joke or waiting for the punchline, right? Okay. And then he just keeps doing it, and then I tell is it the horse face joke, or I tell a joke about online dating or something, and he's like, my first girlfriend, and he doesn't even finish what he's saying. And then he goes into, like, he just keeps throwing his 2 cents out there for all my jokes. And then, like, and then he addresses my Wu-Tang shirt. He's like, Wu-Tang. So I'm like, Wu-Tang on your mom one time. I kind of address him. Maybe he'll shut up.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll shut up, right? And then, what is it? And then I thought I saw my ex at the market, but it was just a bag of trash blowing in the wind. He's like, who was it? Was it Mary Magdalene or something? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, where do you get off, bud? Where are you coming from? Like, what are you saying? Right?
Yeah. I don't think I was there for that.
But I was like, no, like it was just really weird. But I got a clip of just I kind of dealt with it by sort of addressing him, but I'm just like, I think I just kind of ignored him after.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I have a certain way of dealing with people who talk where I don't necessarily call them out. There was one instance,
there's a way to address it where you're not like, you're talking to them, but like you're not really like.
Sort of. It's like you're putting on a show for the rest of the people who aren't talking, but you're including.
Instead of like. I saw someone
was
recently do like where they're trying to do crowd work with somebody who's having a totally like sidebar conversation. Like they're at the bar having a conversation. He's like, "Hey, what do you do?" And it's like, what? That dude's not even focusing on your comedy, dude.
He's got no interest in answering.
Yeah, ask somebody who's watching you.
Yeah.
Unless like they're talking loud enough that's distracting.
There
the
was
audience, right?
There was one instance where there was a table.
More.
The only thing I heard was, "Oh yeah, those are good." Really loud, right? In the middle of my set. Those are good. So I
was
stopped.
that there?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
So I looked at them and I just said, "What's good?" Because everybody in the bar heard it. What's good? And I hear strawberry daiquiris. So I'm like, okay, those are good. Please, you can keep talking and interrupting. By all means, you're right. So clearly, continue.
Your facts justify your mouth moving right now.
Yeah. I kind of make them feel stupid, but I also validate the fact that they got their own shit going on. Yeah. Oh man, strawberry daiquiris are good. I guess you should be able to talk through this whole thing, stupid asshole.
I guess you should do my set. Here you go. Mic drop. Honestly though, like anybody who's ever dropped a mic has never bought a mic, right?
They're not cheap. Who was it? Oh, the first time I did a show. Was that? No, one of the local comedians. I won't say who, but he's been doing it long enough that he would know.
We can do a mic drop with this one though. This one's pretty cheap.
Cheap little mic.
Yeah.
He would know not to drop the mic. He's been doing enough shows, and he dropped the fucking mic.
Yeah.
Johnny Karaoke's mic, and Johnny Karaoke.
I know exactly
really
what you're talking about. Yeah. The guy should know. He's been doing comedy for years too, right?
You know, he made a thing about like, I knew as soon as I did it, it was a mistake. Well, but it was a mistake before you dropped it too. Like, don't.
Yeah, like it's professional equipment. You don't.
Yeah. I would be pissed.
Unless it's like a music video and it's like a mic that's broken.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't need to drop a mic. Like
mic drop is not. It doesn't capitalize on what you do.
Yeah.
You think it does. It makes you.
Yeah, I hear ya. And like, also like when singers like swing the mic around too. Like, you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! I've actually seen like there's a Taking Back Sunday. I have their Tell All Your Friends special edition with a DVD. There's so the singer swings the mic around and he hits the bassist in the head, and he gets knocked out.
Then he knocked him right the fuck out. Oh my god!
And then like there's like a clip where like they're in the hotel room after, and the singer's like really, really like worried about it. And he's like, you're okay though, man? Like, and it's like, wow. It's like, why are you swinging your microphone around? I don't know.
Shit.
You're a punk band, like, just, I don't know. I guess it's legendary legendary.
Showmanship, I suppose, right?
I don't know, man. Maybe he owned his own microphone and equipment. Maybe, like, I don't know, like.
Audio equipment is not cheap. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I think it's pretty careless, to say the least. But at least he cared about his band member.
Well, enough to actually be concerned after the fact.
Green Day, the drummer used to set his drum kits on fire, or like he'd like climb on them or something and break his kits. No? Yeah, something like that. Well, that's rock and roll.
Do you know the band Cake? Remember that band?
Sounds familiar.
Short skirt, long jacket.
That sounds familiar.
I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket.
Yeah, I've heard that before. The words. That's catchy. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. They got a song
on the radio or something.
I don't remember the name of the song, but they got a song where basically the whole point of it is you can continue being a piece of shit just so long as the sponsorship dollars come in. You can continue breaking guitars as long as the cans you're drinking out of are red, white, and blue like Pepsi, right? By all means.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And that's why it is though, eh? Like they kept setting their kits on fire or destroying them.
Management will keep buying you new ones as long as your cans are red, white, and blue ones. Yeah, it's good life. Yeah. If you don't know Cake, check them out. They're wild.
Yeah.
There is Short Skirt, Long Jacket, which is their popular song, but seriously, everything else they have is just insane.
Taylor Swift, she wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts, something about the Bleachers.
Precisely.
You know, I did her song 15 for karaoke. And in between the song and at the beginning, I say, I lost my virginity at 15 to this song. Not to the song, but it's actually true.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
You went to Bible
15.
camp and you lost your virginity at 50.
Not at Bible
I
camp.
did not go to Bible camp,
I didn't lose my virginity at Bible camp.
and I didn't lose my virginity
I mean,
until 18. For fuck's
It was in the bushes, but it wasn't at Bible camp.
in the bushes because she didn't know how to shave yet, or
No. Well, no.
Bible camp.
Didn't know what to shave yet. That's funny. Strippers from Bible camp. I bet you there's a few more. The stripper that offered me a dance when I was waiting for the girl from Bible camp. She knew me from the skate park, so there's strippers from the skate park too.
Skate park and Bible camp.
Strippers from the skate park, or strippers from Bible camp, strippers from the skate park. There's two topic titles right there.
The skate park
sure
maybe,
one
but
of
Bible
them-
camp is funny just because
Yeah,
it's so wholesome.
Bible
But
camp.
here's my titties and my butthole. Check it out.
Yeah,
Hello.
okay. That'll be good. We'll just stick with that one because I don't want the title too long that I can't put the whole title on YouTube.
What, strippers' buttholes?
Strippers from Bible camp,
Oh.
strippers from the skate park. We'll just do from Bible camp because I'm sure there's a few other things mentioned that are topics. We'll figure out a title
I
after.
laughed way too loud at that. That was funny.
That is funny. Could we have another beer?
Yeah, crack another one, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Grab another one? You want one?
Time's up.
You're good?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
I'm enjoying this, yeah.
Grab one or don't?
I'll
Do you
grab
need one?
Do you want one?
I'm down for one. You gonna grab it?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Thanks. I'll do my infomercial about the beach.
Perfect.
Bell Park next Sunday. I can't remember what the date is, but not this Sunday, next Sunday. It actually might be next Sunday, or the coming Sunday when I post this. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna post it tonight. But, that's... What?
I gotta piss.
Okay. So next Sunday at the beach, I'm working on maybe doing like a music open mic too. I've got some people that want to do something like that, so we're gonna figure out how to work together on that. That'll be pretty fun. I don't want to announce a lot of details about that yet, such as who and stuff. We're gonna surprise y'all and make it happen. So, Adam's gone for a piss, and I'll be at the beach next Sunday. And y'all could be there too if you want to hear some comedy, maybe some music. I might bring the guitar to hype up the open mic with music. That'll be cool. I have a few rappers that are interested too in coming to the open mic with the music, so that'll be cool. Everything is exciting this summer. We've got some prank ideas and stuff that we're gonna just send it go hard. Videos every week, really soon. And podcasts. I'm gonna continue doing podcasts.
Did I scare you?
And follow Space Wolf Attack on Instagram. She'll love it. Yeah, so we got Adam back on the pod, and we're having a good time. Is there anything else that you wanna throw out there? We've been going for quite a while, but we can keep going. It's still rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Northern Ontario comedy, just in general, is
Good vibes, like
it is.
things
I love
happening.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Northern Ontario is not exactly your mecca for just about anything other
Me
than
and
nickel
Dan,
mining.
me and Dan are talking about doing like a little tour, or like going to open mics all over
Oh, yeah?
Ontario, or like a few.
Actually,
for
I
like
think I
a
might
weekend
mention
or
that to him
something.
too. I gotta go down to Toronto. I don't know if I mentioned it to you. I actually found myself an RV that I might be able
That's
to
right,
buy.
yeah.
I might
I
be able
was
to buy
gonna-
certified.
I was gonna
32
ask
feet.
if you want to mention that, but I wasn't sure if you want to talk about that.
Buying the RV? Or just the RV in general and the tour? Well, I mean, there's nothing concrete there just yet. I got a pretty good line on a 32-foot RV, which the guy says he can give to us certified. And don't go looking around because I don't want anybody else to buy it. $8,000. 32-foot RV. Like, that's a $20,000 RV. Well, anyway, hopefully, I'm hoping I'm hoping it's not a disaster. I'm hoping it's not a lost cause. It sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, you show me the logo and stuff you're gonna throw on it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
exciting.
huge.
I've got some big plans for.
That's like
for
a
my
tour
future
bus.
in comedy. It is a tour bus. It's 32 feet. It's the same size as a school bus.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And like the flex of like not having that big following yet and having the tour bus is just like that's gonna get you there. Right?
I'll say this. I mean, as far as trying to promote things, my background in photography and graphic design definitely helps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to hire half the marketing team.
Yeah, well, like even like me knowing how to do sound and flyers, like Dan Hickey calling me, being like, "Hey," like asking me to help him with sound, and then like help him make flyers. It's like instead of hiring somebody to do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
if you've got
let your homie help you.
Skills that work for this kind of stuff, then that's great. So you're pretty good with sound.
I'm all right. Like I haven't done sound in like a while, but I used to do it at church or help out with it at church.
I have a wireless microphone system.
Yeah.
And quite a few reasonably good microphones. I do some videography. But I haven't really looked into sound as much as I probably ought to. I should talk to you more about that because there's some potential. There's definitely potential in what the comedians here are capable of producing.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it'd be dope to do like some skits together, or sketches, but like in public, but maybe you do pranks too, but like also like just ideas like that guy who's always late, or like I feel like there'd be some pretty funny stuff from that type of simple stuff, like that guy that's always late, like
you want to shake a pop?
I'm on my way and whatever, right? But it's like, dude, you said that an hour ago.
Yeah, I've got usually I'll write shit down. I've got a ton of sketch
I went out to have a drink last night. I got to the bar, saw the bartender outside, and I'm like, hey, did I miss last call? And it was like I swear it was just on the cusp of last call. And he's like, no, you're good. What do you need, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, cool. But it was like my friends invited me like an hour ago. Like, I got to do that video. The guy who's always late.
Yeah.
And all my friends will hit like on it.
There's definitely lots out there. I know I'm usually late.
Yeah.
Usually.
Late or late?
Late. It's hard to get late when you only got one hand.
It's the fastest who gets paid, and it's the fastest who gets laid.
Yeah, one-handed sex is a lot harder than you think it would be. You can't really hold yourself up in certain positions.
I'll teach you I'll tell you about the knuckle thing later. Oh man, you'll thank me once you start showing the ladies it.
I appreciate you said you'll tell me about it instead you'll teach me it.
Well, I don't want to teach you. That's kind of weird, but I'll tell you about it. I'll try and explain it to you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe you can try it out at the strip club if you got to dance.
Yeah, I'll just hey, I just learned this new trick here. Give me your clit.
Oh, dude, they love it on the nipple too.
The knuckle thing?
Yeah, the clit and the nipple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get demonetized.
I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind. I'll be like, hey man, my buddy showed me this thing.
Yeah, maybe don't try it on the strippers. But
Get kicked out.
Maybe unless like I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff there, but unless you pay them enough and they're into it, I guess. I don't know. That's not my alley. I only go to the strip club once a year, maybe.
This will be twice now. You
actually, yeah, because it's been New Year's. Yeah, this will be the second time this year. Going to the strip club for the second time this year tonight. I don't know if I should announce on the pod where I'm going. Whatever.
Well, there's only one in town. Yeah, right. People will know.
I'm probably gonna upload it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been going for a while, eh? I don't know. Should we wrap up soon?
Good when you are, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'll just try to squeeze one more topic in. Yeah. Yeah, what happened to I guess I don't want to mention that. I asked you after a question about a local comedian about his open mic. What happened to it? Anyways, what kind of topics can we squeeze in? I remember I started doing comedy at the open mic at Spacecraft, and you were at the first one.
Yeah.
So that goes back to my video of my first stand-up thing. I remember you said I could film like feature you a bit in the video or something, like some of your set or something like that, right? And I got confused.
Some of the other comedians might have given you a hard time.
Yeah, I got confused and accidentally filmed one or two guys by accident, and then I had to re-upload it. But it was like coming in and like learning that it was just kind of weird because like I do pranks and I get like I try not to use clips that people weren't down, right? Yeah. So I was like, I felt bad because I'm like, I'm taking this seriously. I'm trying to do comedy, and then like, I don't know, I fixed it. I think we're cool, but it's like,
nobody really understands that. Lots of comedians don't want people.
I've noticed that
sets,
a lot of people
and their whole
don't
shtick
get it
is
at first.
Just quite simply, I'm working on this joke. I don't want the joke out there until I've got it down, because that's not my comedy. My comedy is what I want out there is the joke, like the way I want it to be. And lots of times at open mics, it's just like I'm trying new shit.
Yeah, I'm just working stuff out, right? And like, I get it now, and I'm kind of happy that I addressed it to them later. Yeah. And then they were like, "Oh, I didn't say that." Right?
Some of them can be a little pushy about it, a little upset, but
that's fine.
They don't understand that nobody understands that. So, you know, to come in hot and angry is a little over the top for me. Unless there was this one woman, I don't remember her name, but she was doing the same thing.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, do you? She was filming everybody, and every single comedian went up and basically tried to say, look, we don't like it when you film the comedians, open mics, blah, 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 blah. But every time you'd open, you'd get 2 sentences in, and she'd say, no, I'm a journalist. I understand confidentiality, except you don't, because you're still filming. Oh, well, I'm a writer, so I know this. And it's like, but why are you still filming? Quit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
no, I hear you. It's like, I don't know, I got a complaint about her.
Yeah.
I do run the door at some of the comedy shows, right? She came in once, and like, maybe she didn't have the cover, maybe she didn't know that there wasn't really a cover, just pay what you can, right? She comes in and like, pretty much gives me like a little lap dance on her way in, and I'm like, you can't, I'm like, so uncomfortable. I'm like looking at, I think it was Kyle, I'm like, you can't do that to the door, man. What the fuck is she doing, right?
I disagree. That's awful.
That's not professional though, right?
Certainly.
And I know she is the way she is. So I'm like, I don't like that. I didn't want that, right? Bible camp. There's some
Woman,
there's some trauma from
this
Bible
ain't
camp.
holy.
So like, I don't know. I didn't think that was professional at all. Whether you're attending the show or whatnot, you shouldn't. It wasn't a strip club. But I appreciate her anyway. She goes to the shows at least.
I don't have a problem with the fact that she's going to the shows. I mean, I'm happy about that, and you know, we do get along. I actually did take a moment just to legitimately sit down and hope I could kind of, because a lot of comedians will get up in arms and sort of get shitty about it. Yeah. And then, of course, it makes somebody defensive, right? Mm-hmm. So my initial reaction is I want to sit down and try to have a real discussion.
When she's like, I'm a journalist and whatnot, that's her being defensive, right?
It is.
And that's great to have a conversation to try and reach out to them.
I just wanted to sit down and actually hear why she's doing it. Because nobody would let her talk.
Well, the last show after comedy, the karaoke, right? There was karaoke, and I left my bag with this guy who covered the door for a sec while I went up and did my set. I left my backpack with him when I went up to do my thing, because I figured he'd keep an eye, he just kept an eye on the door for a sec. And then he gets convinced that it's his backpack or something. And I'm like, what? Yeah, and I couldn't convince him, hey man, see all this shit in the bag? This is all my shit, right?
You got the wrong guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell him, hey, it sounded like he needed his bag though, like he had medication that he needed or something. So I was like, yeah. So I'm like, dude, you will find your backpack, but it's.
What, did he have the exact same color?
I have no idea, maybe, but I'm like, you will find your backpack, and then he's like, well, let's split up everything, and let's go through your bag and split everything in half or whatever. I'm like, what are you even talking about, man?
What the hell?
This is my shit. I'm not
I
gonna.
wonder how often that works.
So,
Yeah, I should try that.
so I'm just like, I had enough, so I got up and just sat with my comedian friends because I'm like, that's enough is enough. I'm not gonna pay attention to his bullshit. Yeah. So I took my bag with me, and then I asked Rylan, hey, can you watch my bag for a sec? I go back after he's talking to because he's friends with one of the local comedians. So the local comedian was talking to him for a bit, making sure everything was fine. He's like, hey, can I just see what's in your bag? I start pulling all my shit out. I'm like, this is all my shit. This is all my shit. And then I get Rylan to watch my bag. I go back and sit with him as he's talking with the other comedian, right? And I'm like, hey man, that's my bag, but I want you're gonna find your bag. And I tried to reassure him, tried to be a good guy about it, and be like, hey man, you're gonna find your bag. I don't understand why you think it's yours.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, but I'm like, dude, sometimes it's worth it to go the extra mile to be like, yo,
a nice guy.
This is how it is.
Clearly,
you think otherwise. Yeah,
that's a little weird.
You think otherwise, but it's like
yeah.
But this is how it is, man. But you will find your backpack, and you will be all right, right? And it's like,
yeah, I kind of do that myself. I don't like.
And then I had a situation with the homie recently that was kind of crossed for no reason or whatever. Like they thought something that wasn't or something, and I still came through and on a promise or whatever. He was kind of shitty, but I still came through and did what I said. And then the next night I'm like, yo, can I buy you a beer? And I think we're cool now. But it's like, and he's like, I might have been crossed, and I'm like, you were, but I was still nice enough to try and reach out still, right? Yeah. I don't know, man.
I am of the mind where people who are a little over the top and upset, whatever, I attempt at the very least to think they're not just being shitty for the sake of being shitty.
That's what it was too,
because they know that making them do this. Let's try and relate. Yeah. What could possibly make them be an asshole?
I know that he parties a little more than me too, so I'm like, he's on a different level than me. At the same time, you know what I mean? And I know when people are like that, they get anxious about other people too, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, dude, I'm just reaching out, right? That's the best you could do is just reach out, even if, I don't know, just reach out, try to make it right, I guess, or explain.
Well, try to make it right.
Explain what's right.
But just assume they're not just trying to be assholes. Just as simple
as that. Exactly. Even though they are being an asshole, it's like
you can be an asshole.
You're not trying to.
The point is, you're not just, you didn't go there saying, I'm going to be an asshole to somebody tonight.
Yeah.
Something happened that made you
I don't know.
act like an asshole.
It makes me feel good to go that extra mile for some reason.
Yeah.
But I feel like it takes a lot of,
I was not cut out for marriage, to be perfectly honest, because...
you're divorced, Dave. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I'm divorced, but in all seriousness, I mean... the fact that I want to make sure there's if an argument is happening, somebody who is arguing with me has a point to make. I get it. They're not arguing because they're shitty.
Because we were talking about arguing, now you're going to talk about divorce? Okay.
They're not arguing because they're shitty. They're arguing because they have specific things that has if you are truly right, then why would anybody argue, right? Mm-hmm. Unless they're completely shitty, and I refuse to believe my ex-wife was completely shitty. She's not dumb, and so I did the best I could as far as if she's upset, try to calmly understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, I hear you.
And if it's totally out to lunch, then of course I would,
my ex was out to lunch. I was trying to figure out what the heck was up, and I realized
it's tricky sometimes.
So there's no chat. You're just kind of dishing me. Okay.
It's tricky sometimes. And I had a hard time with the marriage too, because she was the type where if something upset her, she wouldn't talk immediately. She would ignore you and give you the silent treatment for 45 minutes. Wow. But I'm like, tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
It's tricky. Anyway, I am divorced. Mostly because...
I love how you bring it up in your stand-up.
I guess.
You tell a joke and then you're like, I am divorced. Like, it's just you don't know by that last joke. It's like...
I do that on purpose. Yeah, I've got a joke.
I like that.
I've got a joke, and it's a rape joke. However,
I like that one.
It's a good joke, right?
About women being lazy.
Yeah. See, the reason why
I should have
think
worded
that
that
joke
better.
actually no. It's okay. I'll explain. The reason why the joke works is because it is a rape joke, and those are very taboo. However, my particular joke does not have a specific person being raped. Nobody's getting raped. It's about rape fantasies.
Which apparently are okay in today's times.
No, they're not. That's the thing.
I'm not okay with that.
No, I know you're not. But
I don't think that should be okay.
Rape fantasies in general, I mean, whatever. Everybody's got their own weird thoughts in their head. It's not like, as long as you're not doing it, big fucking deal, right? But the point was, this joke is hit or miss, regardless, because as soon as you say the word rape, like, some people are just, like, tuned out.
It's such a, like, it's sharp. It's like the word cunt. Like, people don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
right?
As soon as you say it, it's like, I'm done, you're no good.
Yeah.
But the joke, it's got no victim, it's got nothing like that, and, check out my comedy, you'll see. But at the end of the day, the joke does not say anybody was raped. The joke doesn't include anything horrible. But because it's hit and miss, if it hits, I get lots of laughs because it's a funny joke. If it misses, I immediately follow it up with, so I'm divorced, and of course everybody loses their mind.
It is around there when you
exactly.
bring it up.
They're always like, well, of course you're divorced. You're fucking joking about rape, you dumb prick.
So that's why it's structured that way,
that's
right?
Why
that's
I do
jokes.
it. Yeah, that's why I do it. I believe, to be perfectly honest, I think that mechanic I want to try to play up in if I was to ever make like a Netflix special or something.
Yeah.
I would love to make that a thing where my jokes don't necessarily lead into new jokes, but the opening to the next joke kind of plays off of it in that that was crazy, and this is... I don't want to say this happened because of that, but when I open the next joke, I say, well, I'm divorced. Like the rape joke was just a minute ago, so everybody's like, of course you would. So if I can come up with ideas that every joke that happens, the next joke kind of implies it happened because of the last joke being taken out of context.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Well, that's like Dan Hickey being like, I had sex with... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to quote it because it's kind of cringe, but do you know what I'm talking about? And then he's like, I forgot to say I was 11 too.
Oh my god, yeah. That's the thing about that fucking joke. If he tells that joke wrong, if he misses one word, the whole thing goes out of context and it's bad.
Yeah,
I have a joke somewhat similar, and
good
if I miss
good thing
anything,
he's straight edge. Like if you have a few beer, and like sometimes if I drink liquor, I tell my punchlines first, and I'm just a mess.
I have one joke where if I
seen me
screw it
at the
up, I
open
look
mic.
like a psychopath.
Yeah, I think when they've hosted open mic after pro shows, I think there's one guy that spins my hat, and then he brings me to his truck and gives me shots, and then I'm like, I can't.
Again, I'm so sorry, guys.
And then we'll wrap up. I gotta piss too.
Okay.
But yeah, he brings. Shout out to you, man. I'll keep it going. Shout out to you, Spencer. Your name in my phone is Liquor Influence, because you give me shots before I go up for stand-up, and I tell my punchlines first. Only you could do that, buddy. Millie, let him take a pee. My dog's trying to open the door while he's peeing. Are you being a pervert? Millie, stop being a pervert. Yeah. So there's an open mic tonight. This will probably be up during or after the open mic. We'll see. Wait for Adam to get back, and then we'll wrap up, and then I'm gonna pee and finish the beer. This episode was sponsored by Adam and his beer, so thanks for that, Adam.
Hey, anytime, buddy.
I wonder if the audio picked that up. That's funny. Anytime, buddy. Yeah. Millie took Adam's spot, so I guess. Millie, can you move? Move.
You want pets? You sit right there.
There, you're back in frame. Cool. We can wrap up the pod. So, if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing with your life? Subscribed so you can have a life. And hit like. Subscribe to Adam on TikTok.
TikTok for now. I got an Instagram now, and I'm working on YouTube. Eventually.
I can help you a little bit with YouTube if you want. You
yeah.
probably know enough.
Yeah, well, a little. I might talk to you.
Okay.
TikTok, like I said, Adam Grose. Grose. That's me.
Like I said, Adam Grose on TikTok. Like he said, like I said, that's his handle. Like I said, Adam Grose.
Like I said, Adam Grose.
So gross, follow him.
Grose, Grose, not like gross, like yucky.
Yeah. Yeah. So follow me on Instagram, High Knuckles, Facebook, High Knuckles Music, TikTok, High Knuckles. And make sure you follow him, most importantly, for being on the pod. Shout out to Adam and his beer for sponsoring the pod. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week with another pod.